comment. Let us know where you're chiming in from. Let us know. If you're hopping on live with us, make sure you drop a comment. Let us know where you're chiming in from. And if you're tuning in, definitely feel free to like and share this. We're going to start telling you guys that at the top of these lives so you can like and share these lives so other people can get some value from our lives too as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick this on off. It's going to be an interesting topic this evening, y'all. So we're going to talk about some very different topics when it comes to sales. So Gerald, share a little bit of insight of a little bit about who we are and the reason why we are doing these series as of this evening.
Yes, great Tuesday to you all that's chimed in or chiming in as well, looking at the replay. Definitely. So pretty much our company is called the Rise of the 1%. And pretty much we actually operate as a digital marketing consultancy and agency, primarily working with a lot of coaches, consultants, course creators, B2B service-based businesses, primarily who come to us at times because they may just be relying on word of mouth referrals, may have a little bit of a social media presence, but need assistance with consistently and predictably packing the calendar with qualified appointments, getting high value clients. And so over the last 8 years, we've been able to work with many of our clients with adding on an additional 20K to 50K plus a month in their business. Some of our clients we've helped do it in under 60 days, primarily without even having to spend any money on paid advertising on the front end. And something else that we do is we actually work with some of our clients who need assistance with recruiting, hiring, placing, and even training sales reps. We help them with that in their business as well. And so this evening, we decided we wanted to have a part 2 to our series of building high-performance sales teams. In this week, we wanted to talk about when to hire closers, because last week we actually talked about when to hire SDR, sales development reps, or appointment setters. This week, we wanted to talk about closers. And we've built sales teams for our own company to even help in, like I say, some of our clients with building their sales teams. And so I wanted to actually get into this evening starting off with when to hire closers. And so here's what we're going to cover. Number one, we're going to talk about the requirements before hiring a closer. And number two, we're simply going to talk about the importance of avoiding premature hiring. So here's the requirements before you hire and how to know when you're ready to hire closers for your business in terms of your sales team or account executives. Okay. So if you could check the boxes on the following, you're ready. So number one, you have to ask yourself, is your offer validated? Meaning you have consistently sold at 25% or better, and you've done it 20 to 30 times plus yourself as the entrepreneur or business owner or both. So being that you have a premium price product or service, have you consistently sold it at a minimum of 25%, meaning a 25% conversion rate from qualified call being booked into your calendar to that call with that potential client actually converting over to a paying client? And have you done it 20 to 30 times yourself first? That's what we mean by is your offer validated. So that was number one. Number two, can you provide 3+ sales calls daily? 3 is minimum, which is around about 15 per week. Okay. So can you provide 3+ sales calls through your lead generation efforts that you already have with your particular company and organization? for a closer or an account executive. Because yes, closers and account executives can do some self lead gen to supplement this, but there still needs to be some sort of baseline. Now, you definitely can't just throw them in there and say, go get me business. Okay, so you need to be able to generate a minimum of 3 sales calls a day through your lead generation efforts in terms of your company, yourself first, before actually looking to hire a closer or an account executive. Yes, you do have business development reps out there that actually can do end-to-end sales, where they actually can prospect and hunt, and they can book calls, they can do discoveries, they can do sales calls, and they can close. You do have that. If you're looking, though, just for a closing account executive, you need to make sure that you do have a consistent lead flow already coming in for your particular business. And like I spoke on last week on the live stream, when it comes to having SDRs and appointment setters as well, you want to have 2 different channels that you actually can have lead flow coming in from, whether that's LinkedIn and email, LinkedIn, email, SMS. I'm just using that as an example. Whether that's a CRM that SDRs can also make calls out of to book calls, or it can be LinkedIn and Facebook, or LinkedIn and Twitter, or LinkedIn and YouTube. Okay. So these are just some channels that I'm throwing out there, or LinkedIn and Google, in terms of search engine optimization. The question just comes down to, though, can you generate those minimum 3 sales calls daily before looking to hire a closer or an account executive? And if you're chimed in as well, feel free to drop any comments in the comment section. If you're chimed in, if you get anything out of this as well, my question would be to you: are you at this time already consistently closing deals yourself for your business? Do you have a consistent lead flow where a minimum of 3 sales calls per day are being booked?
That's a great question. Great question.
Around a minimum of 15 calls a week? Do you have that as of yet? And are you going to be looking this year as well to potentially have an account executive or closer come on board of your company, or multiple closers or account executives for your particular business? That way, if you are the closer right now for your company, it'll position you eventually to be able to come out of that particular role, and you can focus on even more high value tasks for your company or organization, making your product or service better, your experience for your clients better, or just different other areas of your company that require more of your attention. You can focus more in on that and just have more time to do the things you enjoy and love to do as well.
Right.
Yep. If you chimed in or you get anything out of this, make sure you hit that like button, hit that love button at any time. And like I said, feel free to drop any comments as well in the comment section.
And share to anyone you think it can benefit, guys.
Absolutely.
Because you
Absolutely.
can have somebody in your pipeline and be like, you know what, such and such asked me about a closer the other day. You need to tag them.
There you go. For sure.
Tag them.
Yeah. We'll love to see how we can help. Number 3, your offer needs to be high priced enough to allow for a lucrative comp structure in terms of compensation structure. So you have to make sure these things are accounted for, which is commission per sale, And typically in our space, where there are a lot of coaches and consultants, B2B service-based business providers who are actually offering premium price products and services, typically commission should be anywhere from 3% to 10% a sale. For SDRs and appointment setters. For closers and account executives, it should be anywhere from 10 to 15%. Okay. Now, also, you want to make sure this is accounted for as well is lead volume. Like I said, making sure it's enough volume of leads coming in so that it makes sense monetarily as well for what that actual closer can actually make, right? Based off their specific goals they're looking to accomplish as well. Is there enough volume of leads and appointments being booked where they can actually hit their numbers in terms of the income they want to make in terms of being a closer and account executive for your company? Also, validated closing ratio. You need to have a validated closing ratio because now the closer or the account executive can say, okay, based off this amount of appointments being booked per day for the week and for the month, I should be able to close at minimum, like I say, 25%. And so now they know what their projections could look like in terms of the income that they're going to generate. Or if they want to go higher than the minimum, they know how many leads and appointments and opportunities going to have to be on the calendar for them to hit, of course, more than the minimum to hit their income goals. Okay. Number 4, another box that you want to check off in terms of being ready to hire, place and trainer, closer, or account executive for your business is you have delegated as much of fulfillment in terms of client success as you can. Okay, that's number 4. So let's talk about hiring prematurely. If you hire without a validated offer, then the reps will not have confidence that your product or service is sellable. They and you will also not have any sort of baseline to work off in terms of what the closing ratio actually should be. So like I was saying before, if there's not a validated offer, as well as pretty much what the conversion rate should look like in terms of a baseline that's already been set for your company based off what you've already done as the entrepreneur and business owner of your particular company or organization, then the reps won't have confidence in regards to your particular product or service being able to sell well and them actually being able to get those conversions and bringing those clients that your company actually can serve, and for them as well to be able to make a sustainable income because there's no baseline. That's why you have to make sure you have a validated offer. Also, it will make it hard to review calls and give feedback as well because you've never done it yourself. So let's say, for instance, your particular offer is not converting well on calls with your closer, your account executive, and you go back to review calls, it's difficult to give feedback on the sales calls if you haven't done it several times yourself and done deals several times yourself, or even any type of sales management or leadership that may come in along the way as well. Also, when it comes to hiring prematurely, if you hire without lead flow, meaning you're not generating enough qualified leads and appointments already yourself, you will probably get an inexperienced closer or account executive. Because you have to ask yourself this question: why would a good closer or account executive want to work for a company that barely has any leads, for them to be able to work and have opportunities to do deals on behalf of your company of clients that you all serve, when they can go to a company that can provide the leads? What will end up happening is they will likely quit if there's barely any leads, because, again, why not just go somewhere that's providing sales calls? Now, this doesn't mean that they can't do some self lead generation on their own as well, but the company should be able to provide at minimum at least 3 sales calls a day, even outside of them doing some lead generation on their own. Another thing when it comes to hiring prematurely, if you hire without being able to provide competitive compensation in terms of a great commission to potentially some type of base pay, and the base pay could be based off as well them hitting certain KPIs in terms of key performance indicators. And typically with base pay, in some companies, appointment setters or SDRs will typically get some type of base based off hitting KPIs and also commission. And then in some companies with closers, it may just be all commission. And in some cases, it's still a base pay with commission. It just varies when it comes to that. Okay. And if you hire without being able to provide competitive compensation, you'll get lower quality talent for your organization, and people will quit. You'll have a high churn rate. Have to constantly continue to keep hiring, placing, and training new people. And so this is why this sequence is important. So the last thing you want to do, when you chime into this live stream or you're watching this replay, is hire prematurely, waste ton of time having to train, wasted a ton of money on a closer who doesn't close or quits within 2 weeks. So you want to make sure that you're actually following this sequence. And what I want to share in conclusion of this particular live today, and then we can take any questions, or if you watch the replay, you can drop any questions in the comment section, is if you need assistance with the lead generation part, being that you may not necessarily have the lead volume, also assisting you as well with making sure your offer is validated, meaning helping you with generating more clients for your business with yourself, starting off, and then getting you to a place where you actually could get assistance with recruiting, hiring, placing, and training a closer or account executive in your business. That way you can really grow and scale your company up to, like I said, an additional 20K to 50K plus a month in your business, and even being able to do it without paid advertising. If you need assistance with that in terms of your business, or even if right now you already have the lead flow, you already have a validated offer, you need assistance though with the recruitment, hiring, placing, and training of an account executive or closing your business, what you can do is you can actually schedule in a 45-minute conversation with myself personally, and it's actually a free call. You can go to www.theriseofthe1%.com/strategy call. www.theriseofthe1%.com/strategy call is pretty much the link right there on the screen. You can actually go to that link. You can actually schedule in the time to speak with me where I can find out a little bit more about yourself, your business, where you at, what some of your challenges may be holding you back from getting to where you want to get in terms of your company, your business, different parts of your life, to what some of your goals you're looking to accomplish. And being that we see it fit that we could potentially help you in those areas. Like I say, it can be helping you with more lead volume. It can be helping you with getting your validated offer more in place in terms of getting those conversions and generating more of those clients with predictability, and then helping you with building your sales team so that eventually you can get out of the role of sales altogether. You can focus on other high value tasks in terms of your company and just have time to enjoy doing the things that you love in terms of your life. Okay. We can assist you with that, right? All you have to do is just go to that link and schedule in a 45-minute custom tailored strategy session call with myself. Like I said, it's absolutely free. Being that we can help you at conclusion of that particular call, I'll share with you what that looks like in terms of us potentially being able to help you and work with you and partner with you to help you really grow and scale your business this year. Or if it's not a good fit, you just get a free, very valuable strategy session from myself this year. Okay. So that's actually the link right there. And also, like I say, if you got anything out of this live stream, you got any big takeaways, make sure you hit that like or love button on the stream as well. Drop any comments in the takeaways in the comment section, right? Of your biggest takeaways. Or like I say, any specific questions that you may have. And also feel free to share this around with anyone else you feel can benefit. And Charliette, if you have any remarks as well, you can speak on anything you want to speak on. And if we don't have anything else, we'll go on and wrap the live stream up.
Yep, I see you guys hanging on. So, guys, like Gerald mentioned, if you are at that place, or if you're not at that place yet and you need a strategy or a plan, be sure to get on that calendar, guys. I'm going to drop that in the comments after we get off this live stream this evening. That way, you guys can have the link. So, yeah, guys, it's very important to position yourself like ahead of time, to be like ahead of the curve when it comes to hiring sales teams, when it comes to being able to hire closers too as well. So just want to share that with you guys too as well. All right. Because I do see you guys on. So definitely feel free to drop your comments too as well. Even if it after we get off this live streams, that way you can we answer all comments, all of them. So guys,
Yep.
yeah, for sure. So I just want to share that with you guys. So yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
And like I say, right now, if you don't have the lead volume of the
Right.
validated offer, we can assist with that. And we can get you to a place where you can start to build a sales team and eventually get out of sales for your particular business and actually be the CEO of your company. Or if you already at a place, like I said, where you already have the lead volume, you already have a validated offer, you just need assistance with building the sales team to get them trained up, we can assist on that end as well, right? So just keep that in mind if you're watching this live stream and you're serious about installing these type of systems and processes in your business this year, then definitely hit that link, schedule in the call. All right?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, yeah, we
Awesome
don't have
stuff.
anything else, Charlie, yet. We're going to wrap it up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we don't have any questions at this moment. So what we're gonna do too as well, keep in mind that we'll be back on here next week. We'll be sharing some more information in regards to sales. We're gonna keep this series going. We're gonna be talking about sales management and things of that nature on next week. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Absolutely. Have a great one on purpose.